Still got to get the mass transit up, which will help with that, of course. It'll definitely help with some of this traffic problem. Medical clinic, there we go. But I don't want people to start getting sick and dying all over the place and causing a zombie plague. That would be bad. Plus, this will cause more level up. Okay. Still lots of demand for things, but let's hold off for a little bit longer. Who dat? Quill, you and Accenture are absolutely wonderful. Quick question. Do you know of any mod I can to tunnel a road straight through a mountain? Like big ones in the Fjord map. Oh, I don't know if there's any mods that affect tunnel behavior and the distance at which you can build tunnels. I actually have no idea. Terribly sorry. But thank you for the kind words, and thank you very much for the tip. Appreciate it. I thought there was a bunch of traffic here, but these are parked cars. I like these like hippie beetle things. Very cool. Alright, people using this fair bit. And I don't have any of my traffic management mods, so we can't turn intersection lights on and off, which would be nice. Now, this is not going to be sustainable if we end up having a neighborhood on the other side. The diamond interchanges like this are really double plus ungood. So we will revisit that. That's just a bit of a way to alleviate some of the pressure over here, which has happened. Of course, the traffic at night is quite a bit less. You have to always remember that. It's the day when you kind of get screwed, and this is all cars trying to come in over here. Now, I could increase the lanes here, and I think that would actually be a thing to do. Let's use a pretty one. What's you occupied by? Medical clinic. I have to move you. There we go. Because this way people will be able to potentially use more lanes to make their turn. And here it'll be split up a little bit better for going straight left and right. It does create another intersection here, and this is a short bit of road, which is generally what you want to try to avoid. That being said, we are now taking in a lot bigger of a volume of cars here, because it is actually using all 3 lanes very aggressively. So that should actually drain that traffic pretty fast. This still helps as well. And we'll continue to make a few changes. Okay, let's go and make our public transit, and then we'll go back to messing with the roads. We're going to start with buses. Very easy to throw buses into our existing network. We'll put a bus depot. I don't know where we want to put it. I mean, it creates a little bit of noise, but not much. Here, we'll put it here. Only need 1 bus depot for your entire town, really. So let's create a few local loops. Make sure people can get everywhere. Do people do, like, clockwise and counterclockwise loops, or do you find that just one direction is enough? Or do you prefer taking the back streets to visit the new kids on the block? And sorry. I usually just do the one, but I'm wondering if it's worth doubling up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all my loops right now. I'll make all my clockwise loops right now. We'll figure if we want counterclockwise afterwards. And then what I'm going to do is create the lines that connect things up. Actually, the other thing is we could just connect up these loops with metro stations. So the buses could entirely be local loops. Keep them off the highways. And we'll create a second one here for the inner bits. Something like that. Hamrat says, I generally do both ways. Citizens use them. Depends where it is. Don't both ways. So people seem to be split. I'm going anti-clockwise, whatever. Leftwards. Directions are hard, okay? Let's create a new line over here. I should build the big bus, the bus station somewhere as a nice interchange too. That would be a thing. Now, I don't think my little inner loops here will use that, but other things will. I think they'll walk all the way to the end of the block. I don't know. Let's go ahead and... let's finish this one. This will definitely need a second set. Sort of here. You can stop there. Go there. Okay. And just having the bus stops by themselves makes everyone super happy. So that's nice. Oh yeah, that goes in that little bit. Hold on. Yeah, don't get cranky. I'm not really cranky. They're just undoing the happiness that they had just gained. You can stop there, and then connect up over there. Okay. I don't think we need anything there. Now, we could connect up these areas with big bus lines, but I think we're going to use the metro instead, which is fairly expensive. We're getting there. Battle Hunter says, how does high land value residential and commercial look different than low land value now that you have parks? Yeah, I don't know. So what do we have here? We have, okay, these are still level 1 high densities. They are... They're growing, or maybe that's level 2. Again, I'm sort of off. I like how there's advertising. This is on a residential district, but there's still advertising. This is German, right? One something is something. Looks like a packet of cigarettes, but then it's got water drops, so I don't know. There's a lot of demand. We could easily just grow our things a little bit more. How's the traffic? Completely fixed. Just by doing that. Adding more lanes is not always the solution, but this was definitely a spot where it was called for, so that's perfect. Yes, it's German. And clean is... Oh, it's a cleaning product. Ah. Yes, we already have a bus depot. You can't put down bus lines until you've got a bus depot. We don't have the bus station yet, though. So the bus station is new. It gives you a place to link up all of your bus lines. Let's have you go that way. And then you can come off here. More high-density residential. Sure. Although, again, we'll leave room for shops along the entry road. Or I'll pause. I'll grab everything. That'll make it easier. Then grab the high-density shops. Although, remember that we will need a fair amount of education here pretty quick. And get those down. Now, we haven't started building offices yet. That might be something to do. We need a fair amount of education before the offices kick in, though. Offices require pretty educated people. In fact, I think right from level 1, you might need at least 1 university graduate. And then as it levels up, you need more of those pretty quick. Really? You're not connected to the power grid. Let's give you maybe... You'll need a little park, so let's give you a little park anyway. And... that actually might still not quite reach. Oh, that's so annoying. There you go. And you don't have water? You do not have water. Llewellyn, can you check the solar plant once more during the night now that it has some time to warm up? Last time you checked, I hadn't seen daylight. Maybe it works now. We'll try it. Yeah, next time we've got a night cycle, which is about to hit. It says during the night it does not produce. It explicitly says it in there. So they don't have any sort of battery system of any kind. Yeah, we already need highly educated. We need a university. I want to build the metro, but I don't want these buildings to go away. And it takes... Oh, that is so expensive. But I was going to say, it takes a while to start getting people educated. No, let's metro this sucker up. So... to keep costs a little bit lower, I'm not going to build local metro loops yet. They're just going to be a way to sort of connect the bus stations. Let's train. Metro. So, like we have a bus stop right there. So literally right in front of that bus stop, we'll put a metro station. And then over here, oh, I want to avoid putting metro stations right at intersections though, because they are a pain in the ass to move. So we're going to do this. It's like if I want to widen a road and there's a metro station, it's just, blah, do not want. I don't have like a common spot for these bus lines. I'll have to make a bit of an adjustment. I'm going to put the metro station here. That way people should be able to walk from there or there. That should be okay. And then down here, we'll have one sort of there. I forget, this does create noise pollution, which is annoying. Not enough money. Oh, I need 15 grand per. Oof, that is expensive. So I could wire up the ones I've got now. Oh, that's expensive too. Metros, so pricey. Come on, only 36. Hendrik, hey! Thank you very much for another tip. I've been watching you after leaving uni today while sitting on the train back. Went through my entire data package. Oof! 8 gigs of data. First of all, you've got 8 gigs of data on your wireless package? God. We have crappy data packages here. So I'm very jealous. But I'm sorry to hear that. But thanks for watching. And come back here and do that. So there we go. Just a little bit of an up-down line over here. We'll extend that later on, but now everything is working there. And hopefully we'll get things started. So we'll have to let a little bit of money build up here. Can Metros even turn that sharp? Yeah, that's fine. This is perfectly fine. And they'll even U-turn over here. So we're okay on that. You can get bottlenecks on your Metros, but this should run perfectly fine. Now, you never actually see the trains, right? Which is kind of unfortunate. But, oh, look at all the people that just ran in there. Vroom! Oh, that's great! Oh my god, we're taking so many cars off the road. Passenger service last week just keeps going up and up every time I click on it. Well, not this time. Oh, maybe it literally just calculates every week. But look, it's just like swallowing people. This is like a monster, like a vacuum, just slurping up people. We might have to build more pedestrian paths so that these people don't tie up the crosswalks as much. Holy cow. So many people walking. This is great news. Where are you going? You're going home of the stuff store. You're walking all the way over there. Actually, a pedestrian path here to the commercial district would be excellent. Encourage more people to keep walking. And we've got all the space behind these spots. 325 people serviced last week. Oh, wonderful. Buses are like completely full. Yeah. Okay. All right. We got our person swallowing monster over there. How about this guy over here? 165. Not as many. Oh, then the bus. Look at all the people waiting for the buses. Oh, that's great. Oh, you're leaving, aren't you? You're just waiting for the light to turn? Yeah. And then at some point we'll get another bus. Oh my god, look at the people! Oh, Lord. I wonder if a pedestrian path from here to there might be a good idea. I don't know. Well, that's a lot fewer cars on the road. Now, having this so close to the intersection... Oh, that was like one of the first ones I placed, right? It's rather the bus stop being so close to the intersection is causing things to be a little less optimal. I'm wondering... You can move bus stops, right? There we go. We're going to do that instead. Everyone just moves. Like, oh, we're waiting over here now? Yeah, that's fine. This should make it a lot easier for the buses to get in and out. There we go. Oh my god, there's so many people! We need like 1 million more buses. You know what? This area, we're definitely going to have an actual clockwise bus line. Because they need it. further back from the intersection. And they should walk to all their places here. Bam. There you go. Get more buses on this. We'll have to wait a bit before the first bus shows up. Oh my god, there's so many people. This is great. But like, if we're looking here, all the traffic here, there's like a couple, there's one personal car. Police car, there's another personal car, and it's all like trucks and things like that. Like, there's very little personal traffic here for people going to and from work. That's great. Now, are people crossing to the other side? Yes, they are. Not as many. Maybe because it's a little further away. Although, I'm suspecting more people will start to use the other side. When they spawn, just like cars, they sort of have a pre-calculated route. So they might start to use the other one a little bit later. They should let you levy a car tax. That would be interesting. Put little toll roads. That's a lot of oil trucks. Okay. That's good. I want to finish the metro line, which I guess I have enough money to do. And then after that, to take the industrial trucks off this. Like, that's the other big source of traffic now, right? It's all the trucks. Train station. Like, cargo train station. But let's go and finish our metro line. So there's the strip, and it's got a bus stop right in front of it. So I'll have to lose one of our buildings on the strip, but I think it's going to be a swell idea. Or, again, I don't necessarily want a metro line on the main road, which may get upgraded later on. You know what? We'll deal with it, if it comes to that. And then let me put one right over here as well. Now, I don't know if it's better to build like a separate line here or continue the same one. So I'll just build a separate one. I don't know how many stops people use, but they can get wherever they want at this point. Basically, anywhere anyone wants to go, they can hop on a bus, onto a metro, onto another metro, onto a bus, and they'll get there. If they're willing to take that many vehicles. And even if they want to drive, at a certain point, it's okay for them to drive. Elevated bike lanes, that's true too. We haven't checked the pollution in a bit, make sure there's no water pollution. There's not, that's good. Because otherwise people get sick pretty fast. What's our status here? Garbage. Okay, landfills are not filling up very quickly. Our incinerators are still fine for now. Healthcare, only 13 people sick, that's good. Death care, only 3 people deceased, that's nice. Fire safety, it looks like we could really use some more of that. Part of me is wondering if I should just upgrade this one to the big one. What I think I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take the existing one and move it over to here. And then I'll build another smaller one right there. That should help the fire risk. How come oh, because it's an industrial area, right. Industrial areas always have higher fire risk. But still, this is still an improvement, so that's good. Crime rate 8%. Any hotspots? Nope, looking okay. A little bit of criminality over there. We could potentially build another police station over here. I guess the roads aren't green. The people are mostly happy about it, but we could put a police station right there. We'll still make people happier. Okay. Money is still good right now. A lot of demand for everything. We could definitely be building up some more. School-wise, okay. Elementary school. And then, is there coverage over there? Where'd be the sweet spot for this? Well, let's build it properly in this neighborhood. Why not? High school. We should build a high school down here. Let's go and get that going right away. There's no way not to sort of screw up the road network, but that's all right. Get you down that way. Good. And we still don't have a university, right? Right. Okay, that'll be the next thing we save up for, I think. Mr. Return to Sender says, I kind of want to see a super crime den part of the city. Those aren't criminals, Quill. They're entrepreneurs, Grey Bus Cat says. That's true. They're capitalists, really. We don't... What do we want to do with the power? Well, I guess, yeah, we still need some. That's... Pause. If I do this, it'll allow me to make this zone not be stupid and ugly anymore. And actually, why don't I just go ahead and extend our industrial area that way and that way. Look at me! I'm a job creator. Environment destroyer, but job creator. We can also wickedly extend the oil fields over here. There's a lot more oil resource down there to be had. Oh, the train station over here is the other thing I want to do. Traffic is not really a problem yet. I mean, again, it's pretty heavy here, and it's all the industrial trucks. I mean, there might be different things we can do, the highway or whatever. No, what we want to do is we want to get the train station really delivering a lot of the industrial goods as much as possible. So train station or university? Hey, Tony, thanks for following both my channels. Since this is an After Dark preview, you can run through taxis. Well, okay, so taxis don't have a purpose yet in our city. Taxis are cool. You put down taxi stands, or you put down a taxi depot first, and then you can put down taxi stands somewhere. And what they are is they work just like personal cars, like private cars, right? Like just a normal car that someone's driving around, except they're used by tourists. So a tourist will walk to a taxi stand, get in the car, and then drive wherever they want. So it's sort of, it covers any gaps that you might have in your public transit system for the purpose of your tourists, because there might be some places your tourists can't go. So you can put on some taxi stands outside your airports, for example, outside your harbors and your passenger train stations, and it'll help your tourists visit more places in your city. So we're definitely going to do some touristy stuff at some point, hopefully relatively soon. It's actually, I just realized I've been going for about 2 hours now without a break. This is not going to be good for my voice if it continues. People want the train station first. Train station will pay for the university. I don't know if it'll pay for it, but it's probably a good idea. Okay, so for the train station, I'm specifically looking for the cargo train terminal right now. So we have to have a road first. I want to have it near this rail. So what I think I'm going to do, and this will generate a lot of traffic, as tons of industrial trucks and commercial trucks come in and out of this place. So it really has to have a pretty dedicated road network. And ideally, really convenient access to the highway. In fact, what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to build 2 train stations here. One on each side, cargo train station. The one on this side is going to go directly to the highway. And then one on the other side is mostly going to be here to feed this industrial district. I think there's going to be something like that. And one thing with the train station that's quite nice is if you build a one-way road. So let's build something... I want a straight line. Something like this. Now, one-way roads are always good for helping with traffic issues, but specifically with these cargo stations, I want to make it so that no one's turning left to get in and out of this thing. So everyone has to come this way, turn right to get in, and when they leave, they turn right to leave, and it keeps traffic flowing a hell of a lot better in and out over here. Huge, huge, huge priority. Then, what you also want to do is you want to avoid having your train stations be on your actual thoroughfare here for your trains, because what will happen is when a train stops here to load and unload, it'll stop all your train traffic. So you want to have this as a separate little thing, like that, and like that. And if you allow a little bit of extra room like this, it makes it easier for the trains to pile in. So this is a good sort of idea. The bit I don't know yet is how I'm going to connect it up to the rest of my network. Oh, hey! Whoa! Gelhoff! Hit me right when I was focusing. No message in your donation. Oh man, the messages are my favorite part. Thank you very much for your support. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Scared the crap out of me. No large capacity cargo station? Well, I don't have a mod for that. There is, under the ship one, there's this bad boy, the cargo hub, which is awesome. We'll definitely be building it once we get out to an ocean somewhere, down over there. Cargo hub is fantastic. It is a cargo ship area with the built-in train station. So you can connect everything up together. It's phenomenal. Haven't checked the water. Power, good. Garbage could be improved. This might be another good place to build some garbage collection sort of out of the way. So, for now, and we'll certainly want to use some more space later on, but for now, what I'm going to do... Oh man, there's going to be so much traffic on this. So much. I want to do this. I guess we might have a couple of different junctions. This is all a one-way. Oh, it's going to be rough. Yeah, this is definitely going to get changed around. Because we're going to develop this area. We'll figure out our one-way network. But especially your first train station. After you have a few, it's not so bad. But this train station is going to generate goods for basically my entire city. It's going to be brutal. That's why I'm still thinking of putting a train station on the other side that feeds directly into the highway. Which I've done before. Like a little train station just off of here. And it's actually quite brilliant and very useful. It's going to need some power. And some water. Alright, let's let her rip. This really will generate a lot of traffic. But the hope is some of these guys, instead of clogging up this route, will go there. It'll still generate a lot of traffic, but we'll feed it into a slightly different intersection. Quill, you could build a road towards the industrial area and one towards the highway. Yes, absolutely. And that's, like, we could have the one train station service both. I could just have the road come off over here and then connect to the highway. That is absolutely true, instead of having two. But there still might be an advantage to having a second one. Alright, there we go. Big circle. And doesn't actually eliminate the car off the road, because after they drop off their goods, then they return to the facility empty. So it doesn't actually reduce the number of cars. It just hopefully makes them be on the road far less long. And go in a different direction. Now, there's still lots of things I can expand over here in terms of connecting, having another highway connection over here. There's lots of options, especially when you factor in tunnels. Tunnels really do some amazing stuff for helping to provide shortcuts in your city for your citizens and lighten the load around certain intersections. So we're just going to let this go for a bit. Look, like it's now spawning all the loads that just came through from this train. As I say, the first train station doesn't necessarily alleviate it. Also, part of the reason I'm thinking about building two is it still takes a lot of time for all the trucks to actually leave. There's like a speed at which they can leave, and you can actually get backlogged. So what I think I'm going to do is, right over here, how do I want the one way to go? Like this. I want to do this. And build another train station over there. No, car one. How much do I need? 60? That's not so bad. Okay. Get the highway connector. Like that. It will need power, water, and be connected to the overall train grid. So let's get that going. May as well use the same bit over here. Not enough money. Okay. Keep it unpaused. Curvy roads, please. You don't want the train intersections to be too close. They've got to have at least one train length between them. That and power. You can also make train tunnels, train bridges. There's a lot of options there. We need to invert that. Okay. And then I gotta figure out how I want my stuff to get on the other side. Especially if I don't buy an extra bit of terrain over here. So we're gonna split off here. And yeah, I will go tunnel mode. Oops, I got the wrong tool. I want this one. Not enough money. Tunnels are more expensive, of course. And then, there we are. Lovely. Go down here. Way around this way. And we want the intersection to be a little further away from the highway. There we are.